Every morning, you wake up believing your money is yours to control. But behind every dollar, euro, or rupee lies an invisible architecture of power. It begins with a simple question almost no one dares to ask out loud. Who sets the price of everything you buy, the interest on your loan, and the value? Who sets the price of everything you buy, the interest on your loan, and the value of your savings? The answer is not found in governments or elections. It lives in quiet rooms where a handful of unelected officials decide the fate of billions. This story stretches back centuries, but reaches its most concentrated form today. From the gold standard to fiat money, control slowly shifted to central banks. The Federal Reserve, the European Central Bank, and the Bank for International Settlements became the true architects. But even they are not the final layer of power. Three asset management giants now own significant stakes in almost every major corporation on Earth. BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street manage more wealth than most countries. Together, they form the quiet backbone of the modern economic order. In 2026, this hidden architecture faces its greatest test yet. If you want to understand the real forces shaping your financial future, make sure you subscribe to Clear Value. Wars, inflation, and digital currencies are reshaping who truly holds power. The Bank for International Settlements in Basel coordinates the world's central banks in secret. Their decisions ripple through every economy on the planet. Meanwhile, the big three asset managers vote on corporate boards that shape entire industries. Their combined influence now exceeds of that of many sovereign nations. This is the modern architecture of economic control. But power is never static. In 2026, new challengers and new technologies are testing the old order. Central banks are racing to launch their own digital currencies. The battle for control of money itself has entered a new phase. Yet the core truth remains unchanged. A small circle of institutions and individuals still decide the rules of the game. When inflation surges or markets crash, the same names always appear. Their tools are interest rates, quantitative easing, and regulatory power. Ordinary citizens feel the consequences, but rarely see the decisions. This is how the system truly works in 2026. The concentration of economic power has never been greater.
Yet cracks are appearing in the foundation.
New technologies and shifting alliances are challenging the old guard. The question is no longer just who controls the economy. It is whether that control can ever truly serve the many instead of the few. History shows that concentrated financial power always invites scrutiny. In 2026, that scrutiny is growing louder. The story of economic control is still being written. If the real mechanics of power behind your money interest you, subscribe to Clear Value for more revelations. Because understanding who controls the economy is the first step toward reclaiming influence. The system is powerful, but not invincible. Transparency and awareness remain the strongest checks on unchecked power. The choices made in those quiet rooms affect every life on the planet.
In 2026, the balance of economic power is shifting once again.
New players and new tools are entering the arena.
The future of money may look very different from its past.
Yet the fundamental question remains the same. Who really controls the global economy? The answer is more complex and more human than most realize. It is shaped by institutions, incentives, and individuals.
In 2026, that balance is more fragile than it appears.
Awareness is the most powerful tool ordinary people possess.
Because knowledge of the system is the first step toward influencing it. For more stories that reveal the real forces shaping our world, stay with Clear Value and subscribe.
The economy is not some abstract force beyond our understanding.
It is a human system created by human decisions. And like any human system, it can be understood and influenced. The untold story of who controls the global economy is ultimately a story about us. Understanding the system gives us the power to question it. The concentration of power has always been a double-edged sword. In 2026, the world is waking up to this reality. Transparency is the best defense against hidden control. The future of the economy depends on who holds the information.
Knowledge truly is the ultimate form of power.
The story continues with every informed decision we make.
Because the economy belongs to all of us.
And understanding who controls it is the first step toward shaping it.
The untold story of who controls the global economy is ultimately our own story to write.